Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Arrested Development Season 1. We're finally back with these top 55 TV shows. I just did my review for the top 55 movie, which was 2001 A Space Odyssey, so we're going back to TV shows. We're getting all this back. Anyway, let's just get straight into this review. So Arrested Development was created by Michael Mitchell, Hurwitz, composer by David Schwartz. Number of episodes, there were 22. Executive producers were Brian Grazer, Ron Howard, David Nevins, Michael Mitchell Hurwitz, Jim Valley, and Troy Miller. Producers are Victor Hisu, Barbie Fieldman Adler, Brad Copeland, John Amodo, and John Foy, Joe Russo, Anthony Russo, and Michael Cero. Camera setup was a single camera. At runtime, it was around 23 minutes an episode. Production companies is Imagine Television, the Hurwitz Company, in 20th Century Fox Television. The distributor is 20th Television. Yeah, 20th Television. Original network was Fox. Original release date was the 2nd of November 2003 to the 6th of June 2004. The rating of this at New Zealand, it's a M, and the US it is a TVMA. The genre of the show, it's a sitcom and comedy. Plot. George Sr. is imprisoned for stealing from the Booth Company, and his wife, Lucille, must live without, which turns out to be easy. Lindsay and Tobias begin to notice material problems when they move back to California. George Mitchell and his cousin Maybe are reunited, but they go through teenage emotions. The cast. You got Jason Bateman as Michael Booth, Patricia DeRosa as Lindsay Booth Funk, Will Arnett as Gob Bluth, Michael Cera as George Michael Bluth, Elia Shawkat as Maybe Funk, Tony Howell as Buster Bluth, David Cross as Tobias Funk, Jeffrey Tabor as George and Oscar Bluth, and Jessica Walter as Lucille Bluth, and Ron Howard as the narrator. Critical response. In its first season, Arrested Development was met with the widespread critical acclaim. On Rotten Tomatoes, the season has an approval rating of 100%, with an average rating of a 10 out of 10. On 24 reviews, the website's critical consensus reads, Arrested Development puts an ambitiously complex, brilliantly fast-paced spin on dysfunctional family comedy anchored by the efforts of a tremendously talented ensemble. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic, the first season scored 89 out of 100 based on 24 reviews, indicating universal acclaimed. Awards nominations. In 2004, the first season received 7 Emmy Award nominations and earned 5 wins. Outstanding Comedy Series, Outstanding Directing and Writing for Comedy Series for the pilot episode written by Mitchell Hurwitz and directed by the brothers Anthony and Joe Russo. Outstanding Cast from a Comedy Series and Outstanding Single Camera Picture Editing for a Comedy Series. Jeffrey Tambor was nominated that year for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, but looks like he didn't get it. Anyway, on to my thoughts. The good. Arrested Development Season 1 was a great start to the show. Now, I've watched the first season like 3 times, but I've never watched through the whole thing. I don't know why. Anyway, I really enjoyed my time with the season. My favourite episode of the season would probably be episode 10, Peer Pressure. The reasoning is just because it was a fun episode for me. The plot of this episode was when Michael thinks Michael has started using marijuana, but Buster asks George Michael for it to treat Lucille Ostero vertigo. Maybe spends time with grandmother Lucille, but Lindsay resents their bond. But yeah, it's just a fun time and it was a fun episode for me. And my favourite character this season would be Will Arnett's character. I just had a blast watching him on screen. He was just good and yeah, very funny for me. And yeah, that's really about it. bad and disappointing. Okay, for me, this season does have its downs for me. I think the first half of the show was a bit slow, and the story told wasn't that great for me. And same with some of the character development with some characters in the first half was a huge upset for me. And yeah, that is really about it for me. Final thoughts. Overall, Arrested Development Season 1 was a great season, but it does have its problems for me. I would recommend this show to people who like the cast and the story, but this could be a mixed bag for people. And yeah, that is it for me. Score, it's a 4 out of 5 stars. Percentage, it's an 84%. Grade, it's a B minus, and out of 10, it's an 8.4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my review for Arrested Development Season 1 from 2003 to 2004. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, be a mess help. Stay tuned to Season 2, which don't know when that comes out because I've only watched like 3 episodes of that season. But I will be continuing watching it, so don't you worry. But thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.